Good morning, Oakfield Elementary. Please stand for the pledge. Our pledgers for today are Ellery and Ava Lamb. Hit it, girls.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, ladies. Nice teamwork happening at your house, working together. Awesome job. I know Ava's been a big help to Ellery in helping her with her kindergarten work, so I'm proud of you. All right, it is Friday, April 3rd, 2020. It is day 8 of our virtual learning, and we're excited to have it Friday. A couple things happen on Fridays at Oakfield Elementary. First of all, we sport our Oakfield attire, so I made sure I grabbed out my Oakfield gear, and I'm also wearing my Wall of Fame shirt. Today possibly could have been an early dismissal Wall of Fame. I'm not even sure anymore, but I think it's good that we show our Oak spirit on Fridays. Our staff does it almost every Friday, and it feels like it's been a long time since we wore our Wall of Fame shirt. So it just kind of helped me get started today by thinking about what I would do if I were at school. The other fun thing we do on Fridays at Oakfield Elementary, and my early arrivers at school always know about this, is it's a Music Friday. Several of our kids come in on Fridays a little bit more tired than beginning of the week, so we started playing music on Fridays. And this is one of the songs I like to play. It's maybe not a student favorite every day, but it makes me smile, and I know that you truly enjoy it too. So check out our Friday song.
It's Friday, let's all jump for Friday. It's Friday, jump around for Friday. Nod your head, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nod your head, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, woo! It's Friday, let's all jump for Friday. It's Friday, jump around for Friday. Nod your head, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nod your head, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. It's Friday.
All right, that is probably going to be stuck in your head all day. I'm really sorry about that. And I do play a lot of other songs too. I usually take student requests, and we play the music in our entryway when you're coming into school from 7:30 till 8 a.m. So I just had to put that out there to you. I promise next time we have a Friday, I won't play that song. All right, we have no birthdays to celebrate today. Thank you to our guest teachers who are wrapping up a full week of teaching students, or students just being your own guest teacher and motivating yourself. I want to thank you for all your hard work this week, your communication with teachers, jumping on to Google Hangouts or Zoom videos if you're in the upper grades, and then parents in the lower grades just responding to teachers and letting them know you're working on things and asking questions. We so appreciate that. I'm asking guest teachers to make sure you're checking on your students' iReady progress. We are asking all students in kindergarten through 5th grade to be getting on a program called iReady. It supports individualized lessons for reading and math. And what we love about iReady is that there's a video that teaches the student the concept, then they practice it, and they end it with an assessment to see if they mastered the skill. And our staff are tracking that very closely. And we're seeing some good progress in some areas, and then other students who need to make sure they're getting on iReady more and focusing on that. What I ask you as parents, if you are home or guest teachers, if you are supporting them, you can sit next to them, you can listen to their iReady with them, but when they go to take a test or an assessment, they should show you their score, and that'll help you know they've done a full lesson for that day. We're asking that students are doing a full reading and math lesson. Typically, those can range from kindergarten, like 5 to 8 minutes a piece. Upper grades, it could be about 20 minutes a piece. But again, that is going to continue our learning, and our goal is not to have that summer slide in April already. So thank you for your work, and check out iReady. I'm going to be watching and doing some shout outs about iReady next week. All right, speaking of shout outs, Mrs. Lindsley shout out today. There have been many students rocking their iReady lessons. Perfect. It's just what we were talking about. Hattie, Ariana, and Cash have completed and passed most iReady reading lessons so far this week. Sawyer, Hattie, Kaylin, and Ariana have passed the most iReady math lessons. Way to go, kids. Awesome job. Mrs. Lindsley and I were thinking alike. We're going to be shouting out those kids who are getting on that iReady. And then a shout out from our first grade teachers. Shout out to the many first graders who completed the nature hunt yesterday. Gabe, Amelia, Mason, and Haven all had successful bird watching adventures. Mrs. Harrison and Mrs. Zilke are hoping to see more families complete it later this week. So it has been a great week to get outside at the end of this week. I'm actually outside today because I'm kind of getting sick of my home office and I need to change it up a little. So I'm hoping to hang outside a little bit more today as I have a lot of meetings scheduled. Okay, let's get on to our special guest for announcements. The first one comes to us from our music department, Mrs. Moore, who teaches kindergarten through second grade music classes and then middle school, high school band. Take it away, Mrs. Moore.
Hi, Oakfield Elementary. Welcome to my School Away from School. I'm at my kitchen table with room next to me for my son Tim to work. My other son, William, is a stinky high schooler, so we kicked Tim to the basement. I like to stay nice and organized with all Tim's stuff over there, some fun games in the middle, and then all my work on the side. I do have instruments at home too, but they're hidden in my scrapbook room, which is a big mess. So hopefully you'll get to see some instruments, but not right now. I hope you have a great day and you're making your School Away from School a great place to be too. Love you. Bye.
Thank you, Mrs. Moore. She is super organized and very motivational to do that in our areas as well. Do you have an organized space for your classroom learning? I hope you do. And if you don't, this would be a great weekend to get organized. Maybe some baskets you can pull out or some file folders, or be creative. I would love to see your desk areas. And then our second special guest, I can't speak on our Friday. Our second special guest comes to us from second grade. We brought Mrs. Lindsley out of maternity leave to help with virtual schooling. Take it away, Mrs. Lindsley.
Hey Oakfield Elementary, this is Mrs. Lindsley and Baby Jack, and this is our new normal. Baby Jack's been doing a lot of eating, lots of sleeping, and of course I've been reading stories to him, just like I hope all of you have been reading at home, whether you're reading to yourself, to someone, or having an adult or your brother and sister read to you. I hope you're continuing with that and that your learning at home is going great. I hope to see you all soon. See you later.
Oh, I cannot get enough of that Jack Lindsley. He is such a cutie. Fun fact about Jack, he was actually born 5 weeks early. He was supposed to be due on April 1st, and when he came in at the end of February, we were shocked, but excited for the Lindsley family. And now looking back 5 weeks later, we are sure happy that he came in February, not in April, so they didn't have to deal with the coronavirus at the hospital like if she had the baby today. So keep snuggling that little guy. We love seeing him on our video chats as staff all the time. All right. It is game day today, and I have some of my games. And when I originally scheduled Virtual Spirit Week, I didn't really think about how many games you probably have already been playing. But one of the advantages to the Safer at Home initiative is so many families are digging into their game cabinets, closets, bins. So I pulled out a few of my favorites because my family actually has a whole stack that we just keep right on our table. So you can see my stack. It's usually located in our living room so that we each night try and grab something out to play. So family favorite is Uno, just quick and easy. We have lots of laughs. We've been doing a lot of decks of card games. Golf is one of our favorites, as well as cribbage. Apples to Apples gets everyone laughing. At my intro, you saw the Connect 4, and we love playing that. That's a quick and easy one just to have on the counter. We've been playing a lot of Yahtzee. That's great for math. I know Mrs. Deneen would love you doing that. Spoons. Now, we have the actual board game with spoons, but you actually could just pull spoons out of your drawer and get a deck of cards to play that. And if you don't know how to play some of these games, that's what the internet's for. Look them up. We haven't done this one yet, but this is one my kids like, is the Watch Your Mouth, where you have to put that spacer in your mouth and say words. And then this is another one from when my kids were a little bit younger, Headbands. So another fun game. We may break out Monopoly this weekend because we obviously aren't going anywhere. So that's a great one when you're going to be around for a long period of time. So have fun, play some board games today. Don't forget to send me some pictures so I can see what you're all doing. All right, and last but not least, an announcement to parents. As we wrapped up our virtual learning today, you are probably out of lessons and supplies. So on Monday, we will be having a trunk pickup drop-off. And I sent a letter to you last night, and I'm going to attach it to morning announcements today again. So it will take place from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We do have designated times for families to come in, but obviously if it doesn't work for you, come in at a different time. And if 10 to 6 doesn't work at all for you on Monday, please email me and I'll make special arrangements. The reason why it's called trunk pickup is because we are going to be getting materials out of your trunk and putting materials in your trunk. We ask that you do not get out of your vehicle or roll down windows. We want to follow all the protocol to keep everyone safe. And the staff that will be there will be wearing gloves and masks. They'll give you a wave. I ask that you have a sign held up in your window of your vehicle with the first and last name of your child or children that you're picking up materials for. This is for all students in 4K through 5th grade. Some classrooms will be sending more than others, but there is items for everyone 4K through 5th grade. So hold up that sign to show the names of the children you're picking up for. Even if you have relatives and you want to do one person coming in for your relatives as well, go for that too. But boys and girls, here's your job this weekend, is you got that nice envelope with all your virtual learning work in it. Now, I want you to make sure you pull all your papers that you've been working on the last 8 days, put them in that envelope so that your teachers can get that back Monday. We'll be holding the papers for 48 hours, and then next Thursday, the teachers will be able to have access to them and start looking at all the great learning you're doing at home. So please make sure you look all through your house, on your desk, under your couch, wherever you've been doing your homework, and make sure we get all those papers back to help us see what you're doing with your learning. Also, Mr. Ogle wouldn't mind getting some of the library books back if you're done with them, just so that you don't have to worry about misplacing them. So check for those library books too when you can. All right, I'm out of time. I've taken a lot of your time today, so make sure you get your Oak gear on, show your school spirit, play board games tonight, tomorrow, Sunday. We got a lot of time to play board games. Get your homework together so that your parents or your guest teacher can come to school and swap that out. That's all I have for announcements for this fantastic Friday. I miss all of you so much, but I'm so proud of all that I'm seeing that you're doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's stay strong, Oakfield. We got this. Have a great Friday, everybody.